Okay, so this is a video just to review chapter 3. From chapter 3, we talk about the normal distributions with the empirical rule. And then for the empirical rule, when we have a normal curve, and we are going to able to find the mean in the center, and we are also going to using the standard deviations. And to be able to label our x's into mean in the center, adding 1 standard deviation, adding 2 standard deviation, adding 3 standard deviation, and subtracting 1 standard deviation on the other side, subtracting 2 standard deviation, and subtracting 3 standard deviation. And according to the empirical rule, we know 68% of the data is within 1 standard deviation, 95 is within 2 standard deviations, and 99.7 is within 3 standard deviation. So what does that means? Is I find another picture with the z-score as the axis label on the x directions, and then the densities as the y direction label. So what that means is in the center, which z-score equal to 0, that is our mean. If we have a sample, we're using x bar. If we have a population, we're using mu. And then for the 1 standard deviations, that is our -1 and 1. That means inside this region, I have 68% of the data. But also in chapter 6, we're going to talk about is inside this region, anything happen between -1 to 1 is going to be 68%. So that is going to corresponding to the area under the curve activity. Then for the similar situations, the wrong one. For the similar situations that when I move on to 2 standard deviations, which is -2 to 2, empirical rule says I have 95% of the data is fall within -2 to 2 for the z-score interpretation. And if we're talking about the probability for any z-score or x is in between -2 to 2, we're going to have 95 as the probability. And then if we continue doing the same thing, when we go to 3 standard deviations, that is going to be everything. Ninety-nine point 99.7% of the data, or the probability is going to be 99.7%. Okay, so that is the empirical rule. We can also using this one to come with any other different type of area under the curve. Okay. For example, I'm talking about this area, this shaded region. This shaded region has, or I'm pretty much shaded from z-score from 0 all the way to 3, even 4, even longer. So that means the z-score equal to 0, that is our mean or the median, which is the center point. But that means I have 50% of the shade, or I shaded half of the graph, so I have 50% as the probability, as the area. I can also talk about the shadings, where is from -2 to +1. Then what we know from this one is in between -1 and 1, I have 68% of the data. Then within 2 standard deviation, we have 95%. Then for this tail, we have 13.5. So overall, we have a probability of 81.5% by adding those two probability. Then for any normal distributions, I always need to find the mean in the center. And then adding a standard deviation and subtracting a standard deviation from both sides of the graph. Or if I want to using the z-scores, then I can always finding the percentage for each regions, which is 34%. Just double check. 13.5%. 2.35%. And the last one, 0.15%. Then I can have any kind of combinations. I can talking about what is the percentage of this one, this shaded region. I can talk about the percentage for this shaded region. I can talk about percentage for this shaded region. Or I can talk about percentage for this shaded region.